Lucky Angel by Jacqueline Wilson. I can't sleep. I thrash around my bed all night long, curling up in a little ball, stretching out straight, lying on my side, on my stomach, ending up with my hand right under my pillow. I can't blow it out. I think, Vicky, Vicky, Vicky. Whenever I start to drift a dream, I hear a squeal of brakes and a scream, and I'm wide awake again. I can't stop thinking about Vicky. I can't get her back again. I tried calling. I opened my window and leaned right down looking for her. I can imagine her, but I can't make her real the way she's coming back from the hospital. My made-up Vicky keeps saying the wrong things and fades into the dark. Then it's light and the birds are singing as if a perfectly ordinary day. I wrote down under my divot until Mom comes in with breakfast on the tray, as if I'm ill. It's Saturday, so I don't have to go to school and Mom doesn't go to work. She usually does the housework and goes round the shops while I'm hanging out at Vicky's. Today, we both drift around the house, not really knowing what to do. Mom picks up some courage to phone Vicky's mom and then bursts into tears on the phone. I screamed Mrs. Waters is saying stuff about me, but Mom says she didn't even mention me. The funeral is on Wednesday at 11. Oh dear, we'll have to get organized. What were Vicky's favorite flowers? Do you know? Lilies, white lilies. They'll cost a fortune, but it can't be helped, I suppose. And what are you going to wear? People from school ring all the day as Vicky news gets around. They are nearly all Vicky's friends rather than mine, or girls who wanted to be his friends. Some of the boys ring too. Several act like they're Vicky's boyfriend, which is crazy. She couldn't stand any of them, especially the boys in our year. Even Fat Boy Sam, the class clown, rings off, though he's actually quite solemn and sensible on the phone. I'm so sorry, Jade. It must be awful to you. You and Vicky. You've just always been together. If only we could be together now. She still won't come to me. Sunday's worse. I don't know what to do with myself. I can't watch television. It seems strange that 2 days ago I actually cared all about all these soap characters and discussed them with Vicky as if they're real. I can't listen to music because we always sing along to our favorites, and it says it's half the tune is missing now. I can't read. The word wiggles around like worms and won't make any sense. I can't do any homework. I'll probably get into trouble, but as if it matters. Nothing in the world matters but Vicky. I spent hours trying to conjure her up, but It's no use. I want her so badly that in the afternoon I tell Mom I have to go around to Vicky's house. That's where she'll be if she's anywhere. I don't know, Jade, Mom says, beating her lips. I'm not sure that's a good idea. We want to intrude, not at a time like this. But I need to go, Mom. I want to feel close to Vicky, please. So after lunch, Mom walks around with me to Vicky's while Dad nods up on the sofa. He's not on nights at weekends, but he can never switch around his sleeping habits, so he does throughout the day. When we got near to Vicky's house, I got scared and hung back. What's up? Said Mom. It's alright, love. I'm here. But she sounds scared herself. I've changed my mind. I don't want to go in. Oh, come on. We'll make an effort now. But I don't want to see Vicky's mom. Well, maybe she's fine in a little comfort since and as you and Vicky were always like sisters. She doesn't like me. I think she blames me for what happened. That's ridiculous, for goodness sake, Jade. Mom's voice is shrill. I nudged her, terrified that Vicky's mom might be in the front room and hear. Please, Mom, let's go home. But you kept nagging on about coming here. I wanted to see Vicky, I said, starting to cry. Mom stares as Mom stares at me as if I'm mad. Maybe I am. I don't know. I don't know anything anymore. I can't sleep again. Mom doesn't come in to wake me on Monday morning, but I get up anyway. I wish myself on the bathroom skills. I've lost 2 kilos since Friday. I don't suppose I eaten very much. I don't feel like eating anything now, but Mom flaps around me, making a tea and a toast. The tea is orange and tastes sour. The toast is hard and breath and scratches my throat when I swallow. Try to eat some, Mom. You're making yourself ill, just like you. Look at that white face. You're like a little ghost. Don't. I'm sorry, Jade. I didn't mean. Look, love. I don't think you're quite ready for school yet. Why don't you pop back to bed and try to catch up on some sleep? But I feel I'll go really crazy if I stay cooped up in the house another day. I put on my school uniform and hung my bag of untouched homework on my shoulder. You're a good, brave girl, said Mom, giving my shoulder a pat. She's being so kind. She's never really gone in for making a fuss on me, not even when I was small. She wanted a Sally, sparky little kid she could dress up and pat, not some shy and sneaky and stupid hang her head in a corner. Do you want to walk with you? I do, but she's looking at her watch. I know she's already late for work. No, it's okay. I'll be alright. I'm not a baby, I say, though I feel like a little kid on her first day at nursery. That makes me think I'm meeting Vicky, and I have to rush out the house quick before I burst into tears. If I run, I can cry at the same time. I only make it to the end of the street, and then I have to stop my heart banging. Vicky was mad to think I'd ever make a fun run. Oh, why didn't I say yes, though? And then we both walked home, arms linked, and we'd be together now, going to school on ordinary morning, the two of us. We're still two of us, Syrian. Oh, Vicky! I rushed toward her, arms out. Hey, hey, people are staring at you. You nutter. Talking to yourself and hugging thin air, whisper, remember? Where have you been? I hissed, trying to hold her hand tight. All I could feel is my own palm. I have been whiffing through the ether, wailing and reaping and hunting folk. Isn't that what ghosts are supposed to do? Why can't be serious? Oh, Vicky, I miss you so. That's why you're supposed to feel when someone you love die, okay? I thought I just imagined you. Check, you couldn't possibly. No one can make me up. I'm unique. She stinks out her tongue at me. It looks so real, so pointy pink and glistening. And yet, when I touch it, my finger stays right. Aha! I'll bind you next time, said Vicky. Hey, you look dreadful. Do you know that? What's the matter with your hair? I brushed it out on my eyes, scraping it back behind my ears. I don't think I washed it or ever combed it since Friday. It felt limp and lifeless. Vicky's hair couldn't look more brilliant, the sun glittering gold on her earworm wears waves like a halo. You look like an angel. Oh, please, still feel free to worship me. Is that where you've been? I whispered. What? I glanced upwards. Vicky cracks off laughing. Since when do you turn into real, real girls, not Jade? Since when have you turned into a ghost? I regret. I I eye up her up and down. I eye her up and down. She's still wearing her back and silver outfit. I have a quick peek at her back to check she hasn't shrouded a messing pair of silver rings. Stop staring at me. I have yet to unsist any heavy later, or indeed tumble into a pit of a hellfire. Don't! It's okay, I'm not going anywhere yet. I'm stuck here, hanging out with you. But you haven't been on weekends. I was with my mom. I thought you said she can see you. She can see you. I can see her. And I can see you too. I suppose I spotted you and your mom having a nose round outside my place on Sunday. She laughed at my guilty expression. I just wanted to see you, Vic. Well, you're seeing me now, aren't you? I'm here for your eyes only, but like I said, you've got to stop gulping. People will think you've gone off your head. Mind you, your best friend has been just tragically killed, so maybe you're entitled to go up a bit loopy. Come on, let's go to school. I want to see what everyone's saying about me. Trust you, Vicky. You've always got to be the center of attention, even when you're dead. I give her a little poke in her tummy. My finger goes straight through her and out the other side. Ouch! Vicky shrieked, stopping up. Oh God, had I hurt you? I didn't mean. I thought. Oh, Vicky! She's shrieking at laughter. Fooled you! Only quite poking me whatever I can feel it or not. come on. She starts running and I stumble after her, scared she might disappear again. She's an even faster runner without any gravity to wield her down. She turned the corner into School Road long before I do. I catch up outside school. She's standing where the accident happened. She's not alone. There's a crowd there, loads and attitudes, as well as half of the students front of our school from our school. Lots of them are crying or hugging each other or crowded down, looking. There's a crowd for flowers and cars and little cuddly toys right across the pavement and in twins all around the rails. Wow, says Vicky. It's just like I'm Princess Diana. People are turning, pointing, staring for the moment. I think they can see Vicky too. Then I realized they were staring at me. They're murmuring, whispering, and there suddenly flashes. I blink. White lights falling in front of my eyes. So Vicky's your best friend, aren't you? Were you with her when she got run over? How did it happen? What does it feel like now with Vicky gone? I stare at the reporter, hardly able to believe it. What on earth, says Vicky. Tell him to clear off and mind his own business. She's telling him herself in a more colorful language, laughing, lunging. Someone else is swearing too. It's Fat Boy Sam. He's only in year 9 like me, but he's tall as well as fat, and he easily elbows the reporter out of the way. Leave her alone, you creep. She doesn't want to talk to you, he says. He says me with by the arm, pushing us both through the crowd. I peer around anxiously, scared of losing sight of Vicky, but she's right behind me, eyebrows raised. Hey, I didn't know Fat Boy Sam has a thing about me, she giggles. He looks really upset, doesn't she? He's still clinging to me, staring me inside the school. Well done, Sam, said Mrs. Cambridge, rushing down the corridor. Oh, Jade, I can't believe it. She puts her arm around me. She puts her arm around Sam and hugs us both. Mrs. Cambridge, a fiercest teacher in the whole school, who was forever giving Vicky these tensions for check, and now she's in tears. This is incredible, said Vicky, dancing around us. You and Fat Boy Sam and Mrs. Cambridge have a laughing all over me. Then Mrs. Falsworth, the head, comes out of his study, and even he looks watery-eyed behind his glasses. He mutters about terrible, tragic, and special prayers in assembly, and asks me if I want to say a word, seeing a Vicky, saying as Vicky was my best friend. I think it might be too much for a string for Jays, Mrs. Cambridge said firmly. I wonder if you should even be in school today. You look in such a state of a shock still. It's purely because it's so weird seeing Vicky cackling about, pulling silly faces and doing deadly imitations of Mrs. Flowers, hands together with a holy look on her face. I have to bite the inside of my mouth to stop myself bursting out laughing. Vicky hands it up even more, and I gave her a little snort, but then, instead of laughter, it's tears. and crying in front of Mrs. Flursworth and Mrs. Cambridge and Fat Boy Sam. This is just too totally blizzard. Mrs. Cambridge takes me off to the staff cloakroom and holds me when I weep, and then she washes my face and holds a wooden wedge of paper towels to sort my sore eyes, and take me back to the staff room for a cup of tea. This all takes so much time that I missed assembly altogether. And I miss Vicky. She's gone. Sometime, while I'm crying with Mrs. Cambridge, she got bored and drifted off and left me on my own. I want Vicky back, I whisper. I know, Mrs. Cambridge mumbles, so she doesn't know at all. Mrs. Lorimer comes in his tracksuit and squints down beside me. I'm so terribly sorry, Jade, he says softly. He takes my hand and gives it a little squeeze. After the girl would die of envy because Mrs. Lorimer is real dreamboat. The thick dark hair, big brown eyes, a really septic stomach. No wonder Vicky wanted to join his friend run club. Vicky was going to join your Friday club, the fun run, I mumbled. I saw both of your names on the list, though there was crossed out. Well, you should always come on your own, Jade. Me, I can't run for topic. It's not serious running, and sometimes when you're feeling really sad, it's good good to go for a run or get out on your system. Sorry, that was a deaf thing to say. There's no way you're going to get through this in a hurry, you poor kid. It's so weird. They're being so kind, as if they're my friends. And in the class, and at break time, everyone treats me like I'm really special. Even the toughest girls like Rita and Yvonne, even the boys. Vicky's old boyfriend, Ron Herbert, the only halfway decked boy in year 9, come up to me at break, warning me to stay away from the fences because the photographers are still there, gulping and flashing. If they start housing you, Jade, just give me and I mess the word and we'll soon sort them out, he says. Old fat boy Sam doesn't like the looking now. He tries to save me to sit next to him at lunchtime, but Jenny and Melvin and Vicky too winks at me, winks whisk off with me off to our table. I've always liked them, but Jenny annoyed my Vicky because she wanted out with Ren Harper too. Jenny's a bit boy mad. Vicky too is like her boy herself, cheeky and bouncy, but she's floss up here now. Vicky too has always known she'd come to Skeleton to my Vicky. Jenny gives her a big hug, and Mildred gives me a big hug, even though we hardly said 2 words to each other before today. She's a big stuffed plump pink and white girl. It seems like I'm being hugged by a giant marshmallow. I smothered by sweetness. It felt like people are wrapping me in doves. More and more and more. I can't move. I can't breathe. I can't be. Not without Vicky.